Hello everyone, this is Ninja DC, joining again for another React video, this time for Star vs. the Force of Evil episodes 17, 18, and 19. Lead up to the finale and last two episodes of the series. Sob.
You can't tell me that. You can't
Oh,
tell me
leave
like
us!
Love survives the tears we've cried. Yes, love survives it all.
Dude, all dogs go to heaven?
I don't know all dogs. I freaking love that movie.
He loves that,
Oh, I love that. That's childhood, right? That is childhood right there.
Here,
I mean,
80s, 90s kids.
Yeah!
Yeah.
80s kids unite! Woo!
Yes!
dang. It's a lot of 80s going on here.
Well,
And I'm
it's
just a millennial.
80s kids seen it in the theaters, 90s kids seen it on VHS.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yep.
what it is, too.
And
Yep.
and basically, millennials decide watched it on Cartoon Network when they were airing them on home theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I only ever, like on
Me
Cartoon
too.
Network, I only ever saw them air the sequel, presumably because it's safe and easy.
Yeah.
Oh, you
all
mean
dogs
Five
go
Goes
to heaven
West?
too, yeah.
No, All Dogs Go to Heaven, too.
Well, actually, that
wait.
brings up.
Oh, boy.
That's what I call the sequel. Like, that's an interesting trend I noted in TV. Is because a lot of the sequels to like those big movies, like for example, Five Goes West, and like the second All Dogs Go to Heaven, they're not as successful as the first, so they're
Right.
often cheaper to air. So you will often see them more in your childhood because the TV network gets the rights to them because like, oh, it's the All Dogs Go to Heaven too. So they put that up because they still get their name recognition in the ratings, but it's cheaper for them. So, but we end up seeing more of it.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, Land Before Time, especially.
No!
God, I've seen
No!
So much.
10.
No,
Like,
I'd never
seriously,
had a
I've seen
franchise
two
where I was wishing so bad for that freaking meteor to hit. Then
Aw.
Land Before Time, I was like, the Land Before Time. I watched the first one, I was like, oh, that was wonderful, but I didn't know until way many years later when I was actually watching one of Mars Girl, if anyone remembers that guy with the glasses. Mars
Yes.
Girl, back when when Channel Awesome was still awesome. Sheesh. But I remember I remember Mars Girl did a whole spectacle on the sequels and I on everything, and I was completely shocked by how many sequels that it had and how progressively worse each
And it
one.
was also a long series at one point.
It was a lot of things.
It was a
Yeah.
lot of it. I'd never been more like, will somebody please cue the freaking meteor?
All right. With that said, though, on
The
to
show
shows that
that's
are
not
ending.
ending too late.
But maybe it will end with a meteor, who knows?
But before we get to that show, I guess we might as well do the introductions again.
Yeah,
Starting with Carlos.
This is Gamel Gator here saying hello, how do you do, and enjoy DuckTales. For seriously, it is the best cartoon on Disney right now. Not forgetting about Star and its climactic finale, which will surely be hype. Probably like Gravity Falls finale, but still, we gotta remember the hypest moments are going on right now in Disney. Disney is king right now for animation for Western audiences. Hurry, go buy your stocks at Disney now!
Bow down to
Give him
Disney.
his way and watch
Yeah.
the DuckTales show next.
Yeah,
They're going to overtake everything. So yeah.
like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we should give the She-Ra reboot a shot.
Or
I'm
that.
not against that, but the next thing that's most likely, I think, is either, it's so very awkward because we had to catch up, is the Young Justice, because I know a lot of you haven't seen it, and it's
I wanna watch
super. It's a super like hype like large fandom show.
Yeah.
And then the other one going off of another series that spun off from Avatar is the Dragon Prince series.
Where have I heard of that before?
That's a Netflix original show.
Yeah.
It's the one that's that's CGI animated. Believe it or not, you actually get used to the animation like pretty quick, and it's
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely can get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fair enough, I
next
guess.
up, from our off tangent, Daylover.
Oh, hey everybody from the future, Dale over here. No, just kidding. What's your numbers? Huh? Oh, I just won it for the lottery ticket. Oh, never mind. Next person.
Ever since we established how many hours ahead she is over there in Denmark, we've been making jokes about how she's in the future.
It's not
Because
just
this is the level of maturity we have.
it's not just Japan that's in the future. It's apparently Denmark as well.
Yes. Actually, I don't know if I'm more in the future than they are. That's
What? Oh my God! Oh my gosh! She just Shyamalan'd us.
twist, yeah.
There's the twist. You all just got Shyamalan'd.
Yes. And in
I forget
fact,
what-
this episode takes place, this whole series takes place 10 years in the past.
Yeah.
We've all
Where we-
executed the heist that this was building up to by now, and you're hearing the tapes about how we pulled it off.
Wait a
Yeah.
Far
minute,
too late to stop us.
Wait a minute. I thought it was we were dead all along. Oh, wrong.
That's
wrong.
Oh, you don't like the saw twist?
No.
I like it. I like it. I was like, wait a minute. Is that? I thought it was the one we're dead all along. Oh, wrong one.
Don't worry, Jen. If I get better, I will make zombie ponies.
Can you make zombie pandas too, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Zombie pandas.
A zombie panda would be nice.
Are they cute, or have they killed cuteness?
Okay,
Or
I
has
will make
cuteness
one
killed
that's
them?
cute, and I will make one that's horrible. How does that sound?
And then we'll figure out which one, and we'll figure out which one gets the double tap to the head.
No.
They're also cute when they're like eating human flesh.
Oh, no.
Heck, if warm bodies can make zombie romance cute, it can be done.
Which was shockingly cute, and I could not believe I said that.
Warm Bodies and Jumanji, the remake, are two of those series two movies that everyone expected to fail horribly, but were surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warm Bodies might be my favorite zombie movie, which is almost embarrassing.
Nah.
I think that's more of a statement about how bad most zombie movies are.
Yeah.
Anything,
Yep.
Hold on, guys. Be right back.
all right.
Oh.
Well, actually, I guess she was up next, but second now. You're now
Hi
second to
there.
last.
I'm the second opinion, and from a critic first and a fan second, it's time for Star Versus
Yay.
with your favorite crew of people. And this would usually be where I throw someone under the bus being like in Hymn 2, but I don't know. I just sang Love Survives. I don't think I have the heart today.
Oh, yay.
That is depressing. That is the most depressing thing in this podcast yet.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
Unless I don't have my mean streak with me. That's the depressing thing.
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh.
Well.
Oh.
Running towards the finale of a show we've been sticking with a while. It's probably warranted to be nicer.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. And I forgot my introduction. Hi, everybody. I'm Jen, and I'm ready for the Jennigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Thank you.
Shenanigans.
We are the Shenanigans. We are the Shenanigans.
Backyardigans?
We are the hooligans. Not just hooligans, it's Shenanigans.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Cadet.
And then you go. Jananas. Go. Jananas. And you
Ooh.
go. Jananas.
Bananas.
Steamboat Shenanigans. Shout out, Cadet.
Yeah.
Steamboat Shenanigans. Nanigans. Nanigans. Okay.
Ring, ring, banana phone.
ring, banana phone.
Okay, well, we better unleash this on the TV episode before we get completely lost.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
What?
All right.
3, 2, 1, you owe me a soda, Jim.
What?
Nothing.
Well, luckily I'm foolproof over here because if you're in my city, soda is pop. If you order a
but
soda,
it's
you will get an ice cream float.
If it was you, I would have said pop, though.
Everybody just said something at once there, and I don't know what any of it was.
I
No.
don't either.
Nothing. Shenanigans. That's my one.
Welcome to 8-bit. Welcome to 8-bit Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
That sums it up. All right,
Yep.
we doing this?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's the episode? Where's the episode? Oh, here it is.
Finding the episode under a pile of dirt.
Pretty much. Let's see.
All right, does everyone have the episode up?
Yes.
Yes.
And ready? Ready. It's Gator ready.
Make sure I do have the same one.
Gator.
Still shenanigans.
Woo.
Gator, are you ready? Are you
Yeah.
Gator
I
ready?
am.
Yes. Right. We're ready. Everybody ready for the shenanigans.
Yeah.
For the shenanigans.
What it is.
Shenanigans. What it is. Shenanigans.
If
All
you
right.
can be more
Everyone
shenanigans
ready?
than us. Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're
All right,
ready.
press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Do, do, do.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, nailed it. Oh,
Second.
we are home. Oh, on the roof. Okay.
Okay, and just like that, Star and Tom are good again.
Yeah, I think maybe.
This might be a
Weird.
comment.
Oh no!
Mhm.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh,
What?
do it, do it. Come on!
Oh,
God dang it.
Chopper sucker.
No!
Okay, come on.
all right.
Joe.
God. Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is it suspended in midair?
Crash.
Yeah, he actually did it. He actually did it. Oh no! Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. He's going all the way.
What? Wait,
Wow,
wait.
Tom.
We can't even be friends? Wow, Tom.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. Like, really?
DC got his wish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh god. Awkward breakup.
Go back.
Portal dysfunction disorder.
Oh my god.
What?
Need more fuel.
How to make
No!
awkward breakups more awkward.
Oh wow. That scared me a little bit.
Butterfly mode?
Magical
been so
girl
long.
transformation.
Oh no.
Oh, she's
Okay.
emotional too.
Oh God.
Oh no, it was a police helicopter. Uh,
Oh no. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm just gonna get out of the figure out what's going on up there.
well.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm right in the middle of something, so
Oh no.
Oh, crap.
More awkward. And more awkward.
I think you, Mr. Diaz, were caring about the relationship. Oh God.
Oh, no.
God. You have to get involved with the drama.
That's what I'm wondering too.
Oh no.
What?
They're actually doing the teen call.
That actually is that was the actual title of this like half of the episode.
Oh really? Cool.
If for some reason these episodes they list only the second title.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh,
Oh my god.
the burn.
Oh. Oh my God.
What
Oh my gosh, stop it.
you are doing?
Yeah. The guilt tripping you.
Ugh.
Uh-huh. I don't think it's the emotions that's a problem.
That's not calming at all.
No. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Dang, Tom.
Jeez.
Not at all.
Your eyeliner doesn't say that.
Aw. Yeah.
Oh, they're cute.
Okay. I thought you were going to be like, oh, we're not even going to be friends anymore. Oh, it's removing the best friends angle. Dang.
Oh.
That's really tragic.
No, Marco.
Yes, you
Oh,
are.
Aw.
that's really, really bad.
Wow.
The Jerry Mason shit is dead. No, I'm sorry.
Suspended in the air, too. How does that even work?
It's magic. Don't question it. Yeah.
Wow, they're actually handling this maturely. Unlike the rest of the show. This is actual character
That is
progression
actually
and relationship.
sad.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Dang. You really have to do this to me, Star.
No.
You gotta make this relationship tragedy.
I
even
think the
worse
moral
than
of this
Jackie
episode,
Lynn.
though, is that you can't rush these things.
Yeah. Is he going to be able to go home now?
Yeah. Like, and then feel like you have regrets afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you serious?
I don't think that that's the issue. I think that the magic, something is wrong with the magic.
We've been trying to open portals all day.
Oh.
Apparently, you're both too emotional to do it.
That's true.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. No. Nope.
He's emotional too. Polo.
I don't think that's the problem. I think something was wrong with the magics.
Yeah, it looks like something's wrong. Yeah,
Something happened.
it's time for the climactic story arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, married man is.
I thought you were a sad kid.
I am a sad romantic.
This hotline is for teens only.
Oh no! Oh god! The tragedy of the end.
You waited.
Oh! Tomko can so
And
work.
suddenly
Tomko.
Tomko is possible.
Yeah.
This is the dream, man. The dream is still not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Did it really?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's pretty windy.
Oh. So it's all.
Guys, my video kind of paused.
It's like a dead zone. It's a magic dead zone.
Yeah, maybe. It's the shenanigans song. Oh, the porn player! Oh my god.
People died.
Oh,
Lol, helicopter crash.
oh,
That was
that's a
beautiful.
peace helicopter.
Like magic, like they
Yeah.
basically facing the season 8.
It's like a
finale right
magic
now.
dead zone.
Yeah.
What?
They're dealing with My Little Pony season 8 finale.
Okay, so now it's time for the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Who's? Yeah. Now when are we gonna get Jenna in order to get?
Seriously showed up on Beauty went out of order.
Oh.
That's a good question. Summertime when the
He's possessed.
yeah.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
Like a monster truck graveyard. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hello. Oh, they put his hand up. Okay.
Let's see if it's a monster
Wow.
truck graveyard.
You gotta tell me how he could get to me.
We gotta get back. Like now.
Something really bad is happening.
Uh-huh.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Yay!
Of-
It is the call.
I love it.
Oh my god! Okay.
Shenanigans.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it's as normal can be.
Yeah.
Of course. The normalest families can produce the strangest. and
Which is
weirdest.
why she's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
In 2 seconds, the mom is going to be transformed into a demon or something.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, actually, as I recall,
As
there's a
I
lot of.
mentioned before.
Well, as I recall, a lot of these are actually like Filipino demonic things, like the big spoon and fork, the bowl.
Oh my god, they all called and immediately ran up. We have a lesson.
Wow.
Normal.
Expected others to personal space. Welcome to my room, I guess.
Hi, Jane
Oh,
Eyeball.
ew, no. No. No.
Aww. Millipede.
What's the breakup go?
Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell, Jana?
Mhm.
Shenanigans.
Kettle drop.
Yep.
Community.
Oh.
I remember.
Oh.
All I remember from that
So
day
this is complicated.
Thursday.
Mm.
Normal Thursday.
Okay.
Ooh, we're gonna retrace our steps.
Yay.
Is that a thing anywhere? Oh.
Maybe. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yay! Trash babies!
They have rabies now.
Rabies, lol.
Wow. Okay.
It feels kind of weird seeing Jenn as happy and all ruffled up.
Hmm.
Ooh. No, sit down.
What?
Omega 1. The puppy's name is Omega 1. That is adorable.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
boy.
they're counterfeits. That is a creative way of doing it.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. No.
No, no, you don't go
Okay.
touch the ex-boyfriends and their horns.
Ew, that's arbitrary.
About
Oh my
100
god, they're
clothes.
stealing from this.
Ah, darn it!
You're giving me the best moments ever right now. Oh my god, Tom.
Wow.
Tom, you are literally doing a foot now.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Okay, we got super close to actual canon, like shit fading for like the days. So that was something. That's something for like main characters. I mean, come on, so much good. Oh, oh,
Yeah, that's. Oh.
oh my god, Gemma, that's so
Oh,
sad.
that's okay.
He couldn't handle the weirdness of me.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Well, collecting tennis balls does make me hungry.
The burrito tacos.
Burrito. It's not Taco Tuesday.
Hey, Oscar. So mango looks like. It's banana.
Oh, they're so cute together.
So much.
Tom likes it hot.
Wow, okay.
Oh, you actually took it. Oh my god.
Wow, what is with Jana?
Jenna is a creep. A creep with a lot of moxie. Alright.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Mhm. Alright.
She's committing a felony.
Wow.
Lol felonies.
Lol felonies. Toes felony. Oh my god. And tennis balls.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, glossary.
What?
Rude.
How about
Magic
that?
dimension and glossary.
Is this going to be how like the original Munins got to Muni?
Maybe.
Possibly, which means mutants are actually humans. Oh.
Oh my. All right, you deserve that.
It's the- That's a secret sauce. Oh my god, the tacos were full of magic juice. Oh my
Oh,
god!
jeez. Okay.
It's this place!
So the forget dimension.
Oh, oh my god.
How about that?
Jana's a freaking troll, man.
She literally had the key to like uninterrupted portal access.
Here goes a shining
No.
star.
Oh, you know what?
If you only turn and go.
Star butterfly, all of shenanigans. All of shenanigans.
You
Jen
ready
is a
for the next
freaking.
episode?
Jen is a
Just
freaking
give me
troll.
all this hype. I'm already getting so much hype from like all the shipping teasers and all like the breakups and all the Jenna shenanigans. Like, how much more
Me
can
too,
you give
but
me,
I'm
Star?
so proud of Tom.
Are y'all ready for the next episode?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
Oh yes.
All right.
Wait,
Ready.
almost there. I just need to find the episode.
Let's say with this one before I forget. I think they've been trying to add all these bits about how Star hates Tom's quirks, which is never a good sign for a relationship.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, surprisingly mature of Tom. I'm actually sad, and I'm actually sad to see this pairing like kind of dissolve. You know?
I like how they sort of established with it, like how he got to this decision after doing some soul searching because he wouldn't like
Right.
when Star didn't go on like this journey thing.
Right.
Still did, and like he did some soul searching. It's like I thought that was nice little character development. And
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I even though I was still sad about if it came to that, but still, yeah, it's good on Tom for like being so mature and everything, but
I
still,
hope-
it's always sad when those kind of things come to an end because of that,
Yeah, I hope he stands with it. I don't hope he's going to like
And to
go
deal with
back.
heartache.
Yeah.
I'm almost wondering if they're gonna like put him with Jana now, because like
No!
she has his picture
No!
right as he's
No,
saying.
I don't see
Maybe
that.
someone who
no,
can be his best friend.
I mean,
Jana secretly wants like Marco, I think. But
Yeah.
for goodness sake, no. Tom deserves
Yeah,
better than
Jana's
that.
been mean to Marco the whole time. She's secret. Like I hope they don't
Tom
go that
deserves-
route.
Tom deserves better than that freaking troll. I'm sorry.
Well, Tom is a hell demon without trying, and Jana is a hell demon without trying.
Well, she has tried to be a hell demon. We've established that.
As by
Jana-
splitting up her
Jana's a-
soul.
I'm sorry, Jana's a freaking troll, okay?
What about the girl with the hair?
Oh, Kelly?
Talking about
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Like,
Put Tom and Kelly
what
together.
about Kelly?
All right.
I don't know about those two,
Let's
but
I guess
Oh,
let's
you will
watch.
never
Is everyone
have
ready for the next
DC's
episode?
trying to get us to watch the next one. Everybody.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Next one.
All right.
Ready.
All right, everyone got it up?
Ready.
Yes, yes,
Ready.
yes.
Ready when you are.
Yep.
All right, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Gonna get a
Gonna
little
get a
bit.
little
Gonna
wet,
get a
gonna get a
little
little wild. I am around
I'm
here.
from another dimension. Gonna get a little weird.
Gonna have a
Oh,
good time
Around
around here.
here.
I'm from another
oh.
yeah. Rainbows, I'm talking puppies, I'm talking Ludo long after he's not the villain. It's gonna
You
get
gotta get a little wet.
a little wild. I hate around here. I'm from another dimension.
Yes, again. Nail it. Oh, more tacos.
Oh,
Okay.
is that crazy dog grandma from season 2?
Well,
Yeah, I bet you were.
Is that crazy dog grandma from like
What?
the early season 2 episode?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Because seriously though, she's giving me these flashbacks to like.
Oh, for goodness sake, she wants her chimichanga. Come on.
yeah.
Give the granny the changa.
Cherry Chenga.
What? What is she doing?
Oh, this is the only false yourself for imaginary friend.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
What?
Put it in the hole. I thought I figured out one episode ago, Marco. Get with the times, man. Oscar!
Uh-huh.
Wow, Jenna. You don't get to use claw. Only Paradox does.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I feel you, Jen.
Calling Jen. Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to call my daughter, my unicorn daughter, and she stays with us. She rides the girl in one piece. So we're throwing
Okay.
Wow.
Please try to keep up. My unicorn daughter is a total freak.
Oh my god.
She's not talking about Ponyhead. Who's she talking about?
No, her unicorn or
No,
firstborn unicorn from the
Yeah.
magic dimension.
Yeah, that's like a weird idea to like think like I have a daughter who's a unicorn while I'm just a human. Oh, hey!
Oh, okay.
Firstborn.
Every time you come in, you sour this place. I cannot help you. But
No.
Right. Okay.
How has she soured it every time?
looks like I gotta just dive in there and hope we'll make it back to the media well before I lose my mind.
Yeah.
No, wait. You're going there by yourself. We're going together, Star. Yeah, together.
What?
But he's in on this now?
Probably. Oh. Okay.
Wait, oh, that's what Oscar's trying to do.
While you were here, you created a major problem for me. Okay, look, here's
Wow.
my daughter. You have to do what I
Oh
say.
my god.
Choose the best match to the media well, and if you don't,
This is some dark implications for your relationship.
Okay.
Oh man, I really like Firstborn a lot.
Wow, she's strong.
I've almost totally forgotten her, honestly. Which kind of fits with where she is.
Yeah, yeah, totally fits.
No.
Oh my god, they're already forgetting about common concepts like this.
Yeah.
Oh. Are we actually showing like the actual Jenna likes Marco connection? Oh my god, this is literally like a drug trip.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Oh. Oh.
Oh boy, have fun with that.
Oh my god, the darkest.
Oh,
Don't hit at the villain turn, Marco.
well, hello on the lap of your.
This is getting weird.
It's romantic.
Wow.
What?
Oh god, that was a hallucination.
What?
God. Why, Marco? Why would you? Yes! So much. Oh god.
Yeah, Jenna
Oh my
still
God.
has inherent weirdness.
Yeah.
Yes. Looking up a unicorn. Why? Why? Why would you make a shot like that, Joe?
This is like a this is like a thing of Dazed and Confused.
Oh no.
Remember, kids. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Wow. Oh no! Firstborn!
Oh no.
No.
That's not good.
So are they all going to be lost in here indefinitely?
Maybe.
My God.
Whoa.
Huh.
Okay.
That was so random.
What?
Oh my God. Tom, you look so freaking cool.
Wow, wow. Wow. Okay.
What's happening? Oh no!
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Shark.
Oh my God. Hey, I figured out a button to take off the thing.
Oh,
Stop.
oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, how cute.
Firstborn has regressed.
I think it wants to kill you. It wants to kill you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No! Don't touch
No, 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 no,
It's
not
trying
good.
to kill you.
no. Yeah. The purple stuff is definitely not good for it.
Jenna, reach. Oh
Oh
god.
shoot!
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah,
Oh
get
my
away,
God.
get away from the
Shadow-
purple stuff right
It's
now.
Shadow Coin.
Oh yeah.
Run!
Oh.
Oh no! Run! Shadow Coin!
Okay.
Oh god.
That's
It's gonna
It's a
be
shark or something.
good.
Or is it actually first one? Oh
Okay.
god! No!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Oh,
That's so
jeez.
awesome and so terrifying! Yeah!
Oh.
Oh wait, there is first one. I keep on forgetting because all of them look the same. God dang it. Oh no! Oh no!
It's trying to kill you.
They
Oh
don't.
my
They don't
god! It's like a
notice.
nightmare. It's like a nightmare that you can't get up.
Oh, what happened?
Well,
Okay.
Did we? Oh,
They're in
clarity.
clouds. What?
And what happens now?
Is it the laundry room and the castle?
Yeah,
That would make sense.
I think so. But where's the others?
Yes!
Yeah.
We're back!
Oh, in the washer. That's a little dangerous.
The lint catcher.
Don't check
Oh,
the
God.
washer for boiling.
That's morbid.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay, so he's a little
Oh,
close to you know whose territory.
yeah. That's true.
it's a dead parrot.
Oh, geez. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
That's horrifying.
I forgot. Oh god, this is bad. Well, we got an opening.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dead parrot.
No, he's only replicator.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Peekaboo! Oh, Romulus, why are you free?
What?
Are you telling me that the council is working with Nina?
What? What did the council do?
I seriously lost faith in you, Heckapoo. You decided to work with that horrible demon. Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Giant great sword lightsaber.
Yeah, you better find
Yeah,
Sarah.
well.
Let's see. Oh, in the shed with the brush.
Hey!
Wow, it's so weird to hear Morty.
I forgot this guy's voice actor because like he's very much in everything, but like it's good to hear him again.
Now to doom dupe to his loneliness again.
At least he's happy
Yeah,
that he's got it.
he's heavier and he should get out of the sun.
Dang it! Magic Deadstone interference.
Wow. Okay.
So this is probably like Moon's Kingdom right now. Why would you think?
They made their own colony.
Yeah. Okay. Are we talking about?
Okay, so something is going wrong with the monsters.
Oh God, no.
Wow. Yeah.
I have to sit this battle out. Oh my God, River! What are you wearing? A Wolverine suit? Are you trying to be like Hugh
So-
Jackman right now?
Queen's building the castle again.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Now let's go into.
All right.
Jenna.
Jenna, we're catching up on. Yep.
Yeah. She's back in Mountain Temple.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Glossaric. Glossaric, you know everything. Dang it.
she actually gave a straight answer for once.
Oh.
Also, those stuffed animals were adorable.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Where is the happy couple? Oh no, the door's open.
What? Okay.
Oh God, Nina.
Just like that.
Why would you do this to the monsters?
Okay.
Is it looking for something?
Yeah, she's looking for a monster.
No!
Hey.
Go, Eclipsa! My goodness. Time to go shout the Colossus up in there. Oh!
Hey.
Yeah.
Seriously. You're doing great. You're doing great, guys. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, look at all the nice posh looking monsters.
Oh, they're so cute.
They're so adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
so much fighting. Super fighting robot versus monster.
Shrunk down to lightweight.
Yeah.
Man.
Not.
Go! Run up.
Yes.
Go Globgore.
Globby.
Go, go, go.
No!
Oh, no.
Hey, that's
no.
cheating.
Wait, no. Oh no. Anti-magic sword? Dang.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Jenna, watch my husband. I'll take care of them. Watch my
Ooh.
I think you might.
No, no. You're not able to, man. Clearly magic denial.
Wow.
What's happening?
This is happening. Our sales have plateaued.
Aww.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna work as well as
Oh,
you
no.
think.
Oh.
Boot.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. This is so much ice. Ooh, magic spiderweb.
I think she's magic proof.
Timber my would show you have power. Power to the power of power.
Mhm. Wow.
Gather your resources there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So now we know the entire Royal Magical Commission is just a bunch of plain old traitors.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. I seriously now have no feelings for Hecapoo. It took up until this point, and I've given up on her.
It's just not lit.
Ah.
Nothing. Recognize that word anywhere. That's so it was a Solarian
Okay.
warrior.
A Solarian?
But how?
Yeah. Should I know what this is, or?
Yeah.
Queen Solaria created them to destroy all monsters.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Unstable.
Yes, that explains Mina to a T.
Oh wow.
Okay.
But I'll do what I can.
Oh, I'm
Hmm.
so sad. Like,
Wow.
dang it, history. Why do you have to hurt the people that we love? It's an increasing.
I need you to go hide, Meteora. What? I'm going to try to get that thing away from our house.
Oh, oh. It's so sad. I don't want it to be done, Adam, but it's like the tensions are rising. Eclipse! Oh my god. Dang. Man, you're not a coward.
No, come on, she's so strong right about now.
Jenn, look at you talking sense to Globor. Like, seriously.
She's terrifying. I love her so much.
She's terrifying.
Go.
But we all seem like she also has a softer side to her, so.
Oh yeah.
Flip like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh!
Of death.
Yes. Oh no.
What kind of armor is that?
Enchanted
I think
armor.
it's whatever you do doesn't count armor.
Yeah, magical proof armor, probably. Ooh. This is not going to hold forever.
Oh.
Okay. Time to drop your shield and bail.
Come on! Wait a minute.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Reaction. We didn't watch what happened.
Oh, jeez.
Well, luckily we're not ending on that cliffhanger yet. We still have one more episode.
Thank goodness.
Second.
Yeah, thank goodness. It's like really good. Like this like is really getting so good.
That is
This is
so.
more of an extended fight scene than I think the show usually does.
Yeah, that's amazing. That was beautiful.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying this probably even more than like the season 3 premiere with like Toffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no kidding. That, like... I mean, I still can't remember much of what happened there. I don't think it played that card very well.
No, that's
At
true.
least for as much as it had to work with.
But it's nice to see her unicorn again. I actually think she's nice. Unicorn.
I apologize. Refresh me a little bit. I had to take a call.
No,
I
it's
swear.
fine. It's fine. Okay, basically what was going on is like Globor got hit by anti-monster.
I saw that, but who's piloting that? Who's piloting that? That suit of armor.
Mud Sister Woman from way back when.
The really one who's like the one who's like super against monsters.
Yeah. Then
The one who's like the really prejudiced one against monsters.
Oh yeah.
That's her.
And she
Oh, so
already
that's that's why.
Yeah. She already sliced away.
Oh, so that's why she was like just screwing stuff, just stumping through town and like ripping up monsters' houses and such.
Yeah, but see what they did, like she put the houses back because she saw it was humans, and then she moved on.
I think it was because it's not who she was looking for.
She was looking for Eclipsa, probably,
Yeah,
right?
because I mean, some of them did have monsters in them.
Okay.
Okay. Is like, in other words, she can't. She doesn't like where Muni has gone because of now Eclipsa back in power, and now she's like, well, I'm going to do something about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the entire Royal Magical High Commission is on her side.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
the final straw. It's the final straw for me. Like all those guys.
Yeah, all those guys need to go to jail.
So the
Well,
Magical
the thing
Commission is
is-
on her side. Is on her side. But then again, that would make kind of sense because they're the ones who
Exactly.
they're the ones who pretty much like after Eclipsa was sealed away, they took Meteora away and they substituted her with a human.
Yeah,
Well,
they caused all of this in the first place.
Yes.
And they're
You know,
and
one
they're still
thing
trying
is-
to get things back to where they were.
Yeah,
I think-
but unfortunately, that's.
But
Oh, sorry.
the one thing though is Hekapu does not seem to be happy with the working with the Mina arrangement though.
No.
But
Yeah.
Hekapu's not happy that the commission is on this crazy person's side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
seems
is.
to have mixed feelings. I don't know how easily we can let her off the hook. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
she
know.
warned Marco to stay off of Muni no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nice try, honey.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Nice try, homeboy.
All right. But I guess
Nice
that's
try.
it. Are you ready to move on to the last episode?
Ready.
Yeah.
The last episode,
Ready.
before we probably have our last
Good,
review.
good, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much.
All right.
So much.
Everyone have episode 19 up?
Yep.
19.
Yes.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Do, 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 do.
In a way,
A lot weird.
in a while.
A lot
I ain't from
wild.
around here. I'm from another dimension to get a little weird.
Gonna have a good time. I ain't from around here. I'm from another.
Yeah. I'm talking rainbows. I'm talking puppies.
I'm talking bird and bird. It's gonna get a little wet. Gonna get a little
wild. I ain't from around here. On another dimension.
Man,
Yes.
Right where we left off.
Yeah.
All along.
Yes,
Because,
Star.
Hey, last minute save.
Yeah.
Take down that Colossus.
Hey,
Wow, okay.
hello. And everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Rainbow whale.
I'm a whale.
I have a whale, yeah.
Hey guys, what time are you guys at?
1, 14, 15, 16,
Oh, yeah.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm caught up.
Yeah. Don't, yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. Let Star take care of this.
Let's go.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And pigeon. I'm going ahead.
Hey, Seahorse.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Pony Head.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one last time to get that in there.
Oh my God. And Eclipse is thinking, well, we're screwed.
Yeah. Might as well do it in style. With these little elements.
She was breaking your shield. This is kind of an insulting way for Eclipsa to be put out of action.
Yeah.
You fight with her before, but she didn't have a strong armor that was magical anti-proof.
Okay, so now we need Tom, Marco, and Jana to get back in the game.
Right.
And
Well, I mean,
what's
Jana's-
going to happen if
Jana's
Star,
already
Anyway,
helping.
Jana's Globgore sitting.
yeah, what's going to happen if Star gets hit by the sword? That's a good question, huh? Yeah.
No.
That never works.
No!
That never works.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God. Pony Head. I like how I'll like not to let go about this.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Well, they are searching more stuff like that.
Oh! Right.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow, that was
gory.
yeah. He's dead.
Oh wow.
He is.
Okay, but do we have to force the split up thing on this? Like, really?
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
even
you did.
Stars like don't split up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
don't
did it
split up,
anyway
don't
because
split apart.
that's the gimmick they wanted to use.
Mm.
Oh my God, Meteor is just so worried about her daddy. Oh my God, it's so precious.
What?
Meteor is so worried about her daddy.
What's she's going to do? Mm-hmm. But if it's the Queen's magic, can't you do anything about it then?
Well, unless it's
not-
like a curse.
it's not-
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dinosaur surprise.
They die. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God, it's growing. No! It's literally like them.
We really going to lose Bloodgore in this episode?
Heart and kills it.
Oh my god.
I hope not. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
No!
Wow. Oh.
Wow, there goes that.
Oh my god! My hand! Don't do
Oh, watch
it!
out.
Don't!
Oh my god.
No.
Huh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
No, Ponyheads!
Did it have to go down this embarrassingly hard?
Okay.
Well, there are cute eyes. Cute eyes.
Ain't that the
person.
truth?
Oh, we're going C4 up in here.
Okay, I think that's a memeable. So dashing, fetch the explosives.
Oh my god! Ponyhead!
Wait, how did she get two things at once? Ponyhead's neck and her horn.
Wow.
It's a magical sword. Don't question it.
Oh my god! Oh, Ponyhead, she looks weak and pathetic. Aw.
Wow. Here
Oh
comes
my
the
god!
rainbow.
There's no to this universe.
Chase the
Hey.
rainbow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah!
Wow.
Ponyhead!
Wait,
Yeah!
did he actually say kaiju
What?
battle?
Woohoo!
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God!
What?
He literally just pulled like a Green Lantern, or like Indian Chief Giant.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Ponyhead,
Uh,
Ponyhead, where were these useful speeches like every other episode before now?
Oh, it's a trump card.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh.
Sorry, so serious. Boom! Chaka-laka-laka-laka. Yes! Yes, Jenna. Use your movie knowledge to the pen.
Oh
Oh no.
no.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Of course, it has to be improvised explosives, not planned.
And
not
I need to throw a
responsible.
video at you.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Hey.
No, it's not.
Oh, and of course it's,
It's
gonna hit
nothing is over.
Yo!
And
Kaboom! Oh, there it is.
Delayed explosions!
so is this just gonna be proof of how invincible the armor is, or what?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like how Eclipse was pulling her best Captain America.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, that came out of
That was
nowhere.
so close. That was so freaking close.
how did she get her sword back though? She
That came out of
threw it
nowhere.
away.
I
Yeah,
don't
that was
know.
just like, oh my god.
It's magic. Don't question it. Oh wow. Okay. She's
I'm
pissed.
sorry, like
Just go with it. Everything is legal right
Here
now.
it comes.
Oh
Here it
wow.
comes. Oh.
That
It's going
butterfly
to go to
seems
the big bad
familiar.
hell.
Oh yeah, butterfly.
The dark
Oh wow.
holy
It
heck.
is familiar.
Eclipse
Oh
had
my
just used her
God.
last resort.
It's the
Oh wow.
butterfly that takes away magic.
That is the coolest looking. That is a cool
The spell that
butterfly.
had no name.
Yeah.
That was a cool butterfly.
Oh my god, Eclipse.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Of course, after whooping so much ass.
Yeah, you did. My god!
Look out.
Aw. Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, Star needs this hug.
You know that you're right under its foot, right?
Huzzah, yo!
The armor. What?
Yeah, I figured.
What?
What?
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Hey, you just have
How
to
does
say
that
it.
work?
No idea.
Nina. Oh
And Eclipse is like, well, we are screwed.
Mhm.
no.
Slime marine pie. Huh. So wait, is that cannibalism? Slime monsters eating slime marine pie?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a healthy sort
But
of
that's not
cannibalism
what
for,
we
like,
need
the
to worry
active
about
side
right
of it.
now.
Run! Run, progressive shipping!
Huh. Who's that?
What the hell?
um. Ooh.
Oh no. You don't need this.
This is really insane right now.
Wow,
Bro.
okay.
Oh
At
my
least he shot the
God.
death butterfly at the
Helicopter.
whole army. Could have melted
Wow.
through them all.
No, this is not helping, Star.
Oh God. It's literally a magic nuke. Oh my God, Star. Freaking actual logic into this.
Oh. Birdie?
Oh.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey!
Man! She literally pulled the Lord of the Rings with
Nah.
River.
Mhm.
Well, how about
Aw.
healing wounds?
Aw.
Dang.
That's good.
Now, what about getting Globcore there then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Globcore. Oh, River.
No, he's sick. Leave him. Oh,
Fine. Yes, good. Moonpie has everything well in hand. She always knows what's right. You know what you need.
don't give him meat. That seems like a bad idea.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't think he went literal vegetarian after No More Mutants?
Maybe that's going to trigger him and then he's going to eat humans again, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
So
pointed
when
at
the
the
eclipse is
armor. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this
Huh?
Star's mom can do it.
And it said the D word.
Yep.
Wait, what was the D word?
Yeah.
He's a vegetarian.
Uh,
Aw, he does not know what vegan means.
No.
Let alone vegetarian.
Maybe some
Oh
fish.
boy, River's dumb.
Snickers. Wow.
Stop. Sorry. Okay. As you heard, I used a spell on that first one. It was quite destructive. I saw the damage. I think no one was harmed.
Let's find another. When you see one, say colon.
Miscalculated. A bit. I think I can give it another go. This time I'll be more.
Oh, brother.
Oh no. Oh god.
Good kid. Good kid.
It's an idea.
Good meteor.
Yeah.
If you think using that spell again is a good idea, sorry, I'm about to see.
It's one of those desperate times that probably calls for desperate measures.
Yeah.
I agree. And maybe Meteora can be used against the armor because she can crawl inside and do stuff. What?
Did you see that look in Star had in her eyes?
Yeah.
When you see a dinosaur, say colon.
I mean,
Aww.
but maybe I can use my annihilation spell again once everybody's
Ooh.
Let's find another. When you see
Wow.
What?
Moon, really?
Wow.
Oh, that's too hard.
Moon. Like seriously. Like, are you thinking about like for the greater good, like monsters, even though their plan is to eliminate monsters? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like seriously, if this was like a normal war in which like they're just taking over and like maybe like a lower class, like that would be fine to surrender instead of like losing people, but this is more of like World War II
Star.
situation.
Don't blame yourself that much.
I don't.
Aww. Wow, okay, yeah.
That's not freaky. Smash it!
Oh my god.
That one, yeah.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to remind me what I said.
Everyone still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just listening to what they're saying.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you want to be with Star. Come on.
Well,
And in that moment, Marco knew he fucked up.
Yep.
Marco knew he messed up.
thanks, Goat.
Oh, Pickle.
Wow. Yeah, that's how you feel. So like it is.
You know, the whole blood moon curse, that ordeal, it's going on.
You found another one.
I called it. Yeah.
intense since we first met, and it was intense at the start.
Ooh.
Marco, why does it have to be bad?
Yeah.
And payoff at long last. I want you to
My God, it's literally like Christ. Like in a bad. It's really like Christmas right now. Oh my God.
Aww.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. What? What did you do?
I think this is worth noting that Queen was technically also part of the Magic Commission for a while.
Oh no, that's
Oh my God.
What?
What?
yeah.
Oh my God, what?
Wait a minute. Mina already tried to get Queen Moon to join her, and she said, well, no, but you can attack Eclipsa for all I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was left off a while ago. She might have
Yep.
come
I mean,
back.
so what? That just off screen that Queen Moon changed her mind?
They're probably going to cover that. It's just because like they wanted to keep a surprise. But one thing I want to find, they actually sort of foreshadowed this before the showing of her betrayal. When we go to, because the one night that they showed besides Mina that she punched.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think that was one that showed in the Europe people. Let me see. Grab another episode. Episode 18.
Oh, be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fast forwarding through things. I think it was one of the Europe people that like was in that's like under Moon. Let's see.
But I do remember her.
Yeah, no, remember it's the one guy that like Rivers was like on top of when they're like building the castle thing. You see him like in that episode, and then this episode next to Mina, you see like a buffed out version of him in the armor.
All right. Alrighty then.
Yeah,
Wow,
like, it's sort of interesting.
that was a twist.
Yeah,
Well, the thing it's sort of interesting how they sort of like they sort of tipped the hat at the betrayal right before it happened by showing one of Moon's people being in the suits of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like seriously though, like the fact that your own mother backstabbed you and
that got all of us.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, it's sort of ironic because this is a sort of habit because the scenario, like they should have shown, like was Eclipse's mother was anti-monster, like extremely hardcore. Mina loved monsters, literally. And then Star and her mother have their own dysfunctional family stuff to go with it. So it's like,
but I don't think like Moon ever hated monsters. So.
Queen Moon, I mean, she has really not been going in this direction, and that heck, even the way they build to it, Queen Moon's like. They played it as like a moment of Eclipse. I am so done with you. You should probably just surrender here so at least we don't have to resort to stupid solutions for giant suits of armor. And then we cut back to them and they've apparently had a whole giant reveal about how Queen Moon set this up.
I said, that's pretty darn cool.
But the one thing I want to actually point out is going back with... we don't necessarily, because I don't think it's say that Queen necessarily, she has her reservations with monsters, partially because Toffee killed her mom, so she's still begrudging about that. But she seems less that she's against the monster part, more that she just like doesn't think that Eclipso is a fit ruler, which was sort of reinforced in this episode, where she's like watching her try to get a Snickers bar from a machine with her babies, like just the look of like. Just like the look of disappointment in her face.
And she's like, oh, I can imagine she's like, you are Queen of Moon. You can't even get a candy bar out of your machine and not even put your daughter down. That is not susceptible for being a queen of Mooney. Everyone knows that you have to be able to do all that within 5 seconds.
But what
It
about
is a
her
demon
stuff,
baby, though, so I think, yeah,
What about her
Meteora
stuff,
might be
though? She
more
hasn't
of...
been a good queen.
That's a good.
But-
Now that's a good kid, right? Now that's a good kid right there. I mean, like,
Yeah,
oh,
but-
okay, now that's parenting goals right there.
And I don't think like Queen Moon have been intelligent or a good queen either. So there's that.
Well, I don't know. Eclipsa just seemed more. Well, you said. I'm sorry. You said Moon wasn't a good queen, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
I would much rather have Eclipsa as a queen than I would have Moon.
Oh, in terms of like morality, you could say that, but like in terms of like
Right.
actually, like because morality, because despite Eclipse's faults as a ruler, like she does have the moral high ground in pretty much all the issues that brought up. The one thing that's
Right.
like brought up is like debate is like she's been shown again she's very forgetful and like she's like I would say like it's like she has ADD, like she just can't focus
Yeah,
on
but
things and like
Moon also
It's
has
officially
a
called
problem.
ADHD now, but that aside,
Yeah.
like, we've almost had the other than making them mutants annoyed, like, oh, we have, well, and giving them the hardship of having to figure out what to do now that the monsters have their place back. We really haven't had any focus on how quote-unquote efficient a ruler Eclipsa is, presumably not great, but
Right.
I mean...
no,
only-
they've shown it though, like before, like even when she was doing like the big monster, like human, like sports game, like she basically ignored most of it and was just focused on her child. And like this, there's like few things like that where it's like she has problems, like
Oh, yeah, but
just-
a game isn't really like a government regulated. I mean, you have to have regulations on it, obviously, but it's not an economic, judicial, or a general well-being of the country concern. Like we haven't seen Eclipsa have to deal with that at all, and presumably Queen Moon was doing that all right at status quo,
Right.
where it's great for the humans and sucks for the monsters. So it's like
Right.
we don't really have much of a basis of comparison for them on like who is a more capable ruler, but a more just ruler, Eclipsa probably has the high ground.
well, that's
Right.
what I was saying. Is like overall, like it's been shown that Eclipsa is just not the most like you could say she could go better, but like she's not as educated as ruling as Moon was. And like it seems sort of she just drops the ball. Like for instance, like yeah, she's helped rebuild stuff, but the old Muni Castle has just been left abandoned and just smaller.
Right.
Um,
but also in
detriment.
Eclipse's defense, she was in a crystal for a good amount of years. So she's out of practice. So she's got to be out of practice for
that's sort of
ruling
also-
and such.
That's also brings up another tragedy with Eclipse is like remember like Eclipse can't use magic without a wand, and it's less because like she doesn't have the talent for it. Just
Oh,
because
that's right. And Moon can. Moon doesn't need a wand.
No, the reason behind that is because the idea is you get better with magic with the wand. Wand is essentially like a training wheel that you give to the
Right.
princess of beauty, and like
Right.
you hand it off, and then by that point you have enough mastery of your own butterfly form.
Okay, and
all
that makes
that to
sense.
use your
And that makes
magic.
sense why Star, and that's why it makes sense that Star uses a wand, pretty much.
Well, she doesn't use it anymore because she was so advanced with the magic that she just
Once
But-
she found her form defeating Toffee, I think she was more or less okay without the
But
wand.
she's used the. Oh wait a minute, she's not using the wand anymore. She's not.
No.
Never mind.
I don't know. But what I was trying to bring up with like the Eclipse, even though she's like super powerful, she's still like not as good with magic because she never had the experience too because she was frozen like early in her reign. So she never sort of got to like higher butterfly form and all that. That's why she.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't have one. We haven't. If she does, we haven't seen it yet. And Moon has one. Star has one. We have not seen one from Eclipsa yet.
No.
But we don't. But Eclipsa may not. We don't know if she got. She may not have gotten to that level or not. We don't know. Maybe that could be enough. Maybe that could be another thing that Eclipsa could be hiding. Maybe that's a trump card that Eclipsa could be hiding. Ooh, I do hope so.
I
don't think so,
I
just
never
because
showed
she-
you my true power and then just.
She probably would have used it by now if she could have, as opposed to the death butterfly.
Yeah, because she really didn't. she did not want to use her mother's spell like at all.
No.
Like
Now
she
her mother is Solara, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she's the one who like really hated monsters and the one who created those knights.
Yeah.
Or at least created the spells to because a lot of those, like it's been shown, those are newer ones besides Mina, but at the very least, Mina was created with those. With
How
that
the heck
magic.
did Mina get to those? I was a little lost there. So I apologize if you guys heard like sounds in the back, like of my phone going off or something. Sorry about that. My parents have terrible timing.
That's what parents do.
Yeah, that's what they do. But they have terrible / perfect timing. But anyway, how did Mina get that suit? How did Mina get there?
I mean, we saw in past episodes she's been reconstructing this for a while.
Oh.
And she showed Queen Moon, and presumably Queen Moon did a 180 on whether she wanted to help with this, which that's just the thing here. They're going to have to, like, this is presumably something that's happened totally off screen. Queen Moon goes from, I don't want to be in charge of anything anymore to, and
now I want my throne back.
Yeah, and
I don't necessarily think she wants it back for herself. Maybe she wants it for Star.
Well, that's the only alternative. Well, her family, sure, Star herself. 6-1F doesn't the other, but yeah, I mean, Queen Moon wants Eclipsa off the throne.
Well,
and the only
I think it could be. Well, I'm in agreement with Dale. I don't think Moon wants it. I hope Moon doesn't want it for herself, because Moon doesn't want it for herself or for herself or for Star. But the thing is that I hope that maybe it's like this will all be over if you just give up. Maybe that's why she's doing this. Maybe that's why she's doing that. But then again, it doesn't make never mind. I retract that statement because Mina's working for her.
Yeah, who's going to be queen then if like they both gave up?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I thought it would be the case. Like, wait a minute.
Well, it would be Moon's bloodline again, of course, and we did see, to be fair, that Queen Moon is running this village now of Munins, and I mean, she says she's building a shelter, but it looks an awful lot like a castle. What's going up around there?
Oh, wait a minute. She maybe she is right. Maybe she does want it back for herself.
Maybe.
Or for her. Really, well, I mean, if she gets it back for herself, eventually Star is still going to have to inherit it.
Maybe she still wants it for herself and Star. Maybe that is the case. She wants her bloodline back, reinstated back.
Well, like just going back to what I was saying earlier, like she just could see she could think that, well, I'm more fit to rule than Eclipse. Eclipse is just like bungling this whole thing. Like, I think that's sort of the logic she's going is like I'm. Because especially since she's surrounded by like literally a small city of people that are like, Eclipse is horrible. Like the things are like not what they used to be. Blah blah. Like,
right.
So that's probably aiding that because like all the people who are with her really do hate Eclipse because of the way she upended things for them. Like generally has ruined their lives. I'm not saying
right.
I'm not saying what she did was not right because it was right. Like what Eclipse was doing was very right.
Right.
But at the same time, she wasn't even trying to sort of help with these people. She just sort of was like,
she was like she went all gung ho for the monsters.
Well, not also because there are humans and monsters working together on the Eclipse's thing, but there are a lot of humans that have just been abandoned or just sort of left.
Right, and that goes back to that scene I remember where there's that scene where the humans go where this thing of humans go back to the house, but it was really a monster house, and the monsters get reinstated as like the owners of that house. So that real thing of displacement there.
Yeah, I also think like the monsters was there first, and then the humans came there and became humans.
We've established that.
Yeah,
that's been established. That was established way back in season 1. It's like, the humans don't really have the high ground.
No, I don't.
Yeah, like Eclipsa. Queen Moon. The last time we saw her, the last time we saw Eclipsa do anything was when Globgor was set free and it all worked okay, and then presumably from then to now, Queen Moon has had a 180. Was it Globgor Was it what went down with Globgor that changed her mind? Was she in on setting Globgor free? I mean, let's not forget the Royal Magical High Commission stuff.
Right.
Like, she
Yeah.
You can't.
expose them for the
Right.
lies she told. So, okay, how did she come around to them? What has changed in the intervening time that's made Queen Moon presumably have this big 180 if she didn't before? It's just like so much that has presumably happened off screen that they have one episode to explain now. It's
Right.
like,
And then I remember Eclipse was saying, like, tell your daughter what you did, or should I tell her?
Yeah. What about if the High Commission wants to be like the ruler of everything? Like, I know that Moon is a part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think whatever is going to go on with the alliances and all that, it's going to be sort of a very Game of Thrones situation where basically there's a lot of like, it's like, well, I should lead now. Well, I should lead, like Moon, Moon should lead, but like Mina thinks like, she's not fit for it. She gave it up, or like the Magic Commission's like,
let's just hope that Mina is not going to hear any bells then.
Oh no!
Oh, she's
I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, the only way that could work, the only way, if you really want to do a twist on it, just have Mina do like, okay, somebody should play like monster bells and like amplify it, and then all of a sudden Mina goes like, and then just turns on
Meteora is going to be
turns on the soldiers and kills all of them
inside one of the soldiers' costumes and take over and beat them all. I don't know.
Well, maybe she could just like go crazy from like the sound of monster bells, and then she could just turn on her own family and I don't know, go Draconis or something on them,
That would be something. That would definitely be something, even though I have no idea about the context of the Game of Thrones spoiler here.
It's apparently a big contention for a lot of fans that which are a lot of fans are like, what?
I did understand it, but I don't want to talk any spoilers.
Yeah, we should.
I don't either.
We'll stop. We'll wait until after we're waiting until after this react to.
I mean, nowadays we're living in the times where now before you know it, spoilers will become like offenses that you can get jailed for.
Oh, wow, really?
We're living in I think we're almost living in those kind of times where if you even say a spoiler, if you even say a spoiler, like you get the police sent to your house. You get the spoiler police sent to your house.
There's an idea.
Oh my god, that is an idea.
We're the spoiler cops.
Oh my gosh! Someone needs to make this into a skit. That'd be so cool. It'd be like spoilers.
The cops need to know what is spoilers. So that's not good.
Exactly. Oh my gosh! This needs to be a thing now. This so needs to be a thing. Spoiler police.
Future spoiler cops.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I need to make this. I need to make this into a thing. If this isn't already a thing, then I need to make this. I need to make this a thing somehow. Who's with me?
Yeah, sure.
I am with you.
Yes!
I
believe in the spoiler police.
The spoiler police.
Will you ride with me into hell? Wrong speech.
As long as hell does not have any spoilers for Hellboy, I'm game.
Hell yeah!
All right.
This is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna find out if this exists, and I want to make this into a thing.
Yeah.
That said, though, back to the episode, let's not lose track of the fact that, I know she said she didn't want it to quite go down this way, but this is a pretty sad regression for Queen Moon, who has been, in spite of her, conservative, like, kind of somewhat frigid ways, has been a really, like, sympathetic, sincere, and all in all, likable character so far.
Right.
Yeah. That's sad. I think I'm going to go. I'm falling down my chair.
Okay, and I've actually got to go myself. I got to get a shower.
All right. We're going to be offering our final thoughts right now.
Yeah, final thoughts.
I guess.
Okay.
Let's do final thoughts. Let's get this quick.
I liked all of the episodes, especially the last one with like the butterfly death ray.
That was cool.
I think we have seen that butterfly in a small way at some point where Star almost poked at it.
No. Way back when we're inside the wand, they were trying
Yeah.
to capture the spell that had no name. That
Yeah,
was the
and
spell that had no
was the-
name.
That is the spell that has no name. Ooh,
This is the spell that has no name. Everybody
But
say it's the spell
I
with no
love-
name.
I love the twist with like Queen Moon being like of the High Commission because I forgot all about that. I must admit.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I don't. I also think it was a little like overpowered with the armor and the sword and stuff. But they are the Queen's guards or knights or whatever it was. So I think like
legendary armor.
Yeah,
Actually,
and a legendary sword and like I like the power that it has. Like when it hits a monster, it infects them. I don't think it matters where they are hit. Like I only think like one guy died in 2 seconds because he was hit right in the heart. But I think if you
we don't even know if he died.
I think he's dead.
We don't know, honestly. I mean, you get stabbed through the arm, you probably bleed out in a couple of minutes, but this is just, it slowly kills you.
But
Yeah,
see how the spell was spreading from his arm towards the heart?
Yeah,
So
it was like
that was a way to show like it's going to be devastating and kill you when it's going to the heart.
Yeah, I thought it was just as like magic cancer. Like that's what her sword does.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait,
But they don't
like
even
a
say what
comic book
happened. They don't even say what happens like at the end.
No, but
all I know is that it's not good.
Yeah.
Carlos, what are you trying? Carlos, what are you saying? Carlos, what are you saying?
I was saying like the magic sword strike reminded me like of an anime. I think it's most like a Damika kill when like the main heroine character is like, oh, like as soon as like I stab someone with like my sword, like they immediately like die because of like the curse about it. While this is like a lot more slower, it's just like yeah, we're talking about a sword that not only cancels your magic, it's like a creeping death situation.
Yeah. But that big bird she has is horrifying, and that was the last thing I could remember.
That bird is that bird of war.
And I love that Tom was the one to break up with Star. I think it's the right choice, and I think like now you're done pulling our chains, show. Keep Marco and Star together now.
Of course they are, and it took like 2 episodes to make that happen. Like that, yeah. How much that has already been on the table with all it needs for so long.
I still think like they can pull some
in the last episode.
I don't know. I have no hope. Like I hope like it's going to be fine, but yeah. But that's all that I have to say. Night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Speaking of Tom, though, did we find out what happened to him after he came through the portal?
Not yet.
No. He could still be stuck on his seatbelt, being slowly driven insane.
I
sure hope not.
A big hulking demon
monster. Can I offer my final thoughts and then I gotta run too?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, this was an amazing 3 sets of episodes, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Star has just delivered so much. So Star just delivers so much, so even from the word go, and these 3 are definitely proof of that. The story has always been engrossing, and there's always and it ended on great like stakes. It always leaves you wanting more, and it showed its proof that it can do that in a really compelling story. First off, Jenn is a freaking troll. Jenn is a freaking troll. That's all there is to it. Yeah, right. She's a freaking troll. That's all there is to it.
You think she didn't forget?
Yeah, I don't think she forgot. I think she just wanted to tease everybody, especially Marco.
We saw that the dimension affects her the same way. When she goes through it, she does forget everything.
Yeah, but maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know what it is about Jenna that makes me think like she's a freaking troll.
The interesting thing is, like in the past few episodes, when things are getting actually more and more serious, she's sort of taking on more responsibility. Like how she's sort of helping Globgo right now and all that. So it's like it's interesting where she's actually put in a situation where like, no, I can't really joke around. Like things is very serious right now.
Serious.
Yeah,
she has a serious mode and it got activated. Okay, fine. You're still a troll, but she's a serious troll.
Oh, she was fully.
I almost forgot about
before then.
I almost forgot about her before she re-entered the show, and when she did, like, I'm remembering this one critic's review of Austin Powers Goldmember. He gave it a marginally positive vote and said, "Thank God for Fat Bastard." Not a big fan of Fat Bastard, but you know what? Thank God for Jenna. She is a ball.
Jenna,
She might be a troll, I'll give you that, but she, like, and I mean, she wasn't even the show stealer in these episodes in particular,
No.
but I don't know, I think everything is better when she's on screen.
I don't know about that, honestly, but I will concede to that. But also, it was actually kind of sad to see Tom and Star break up, but it was a very kind of coming of age moment, because it's a very coming of age moment, and kudos to Tom being mature enough to do that, and still sad to see that happen. But hey, it left the door wide open for Starco, and I agree with you. Second, the payoff for that was wonderful, and it was worth it. The payoff for that was wonderful and worth it. I will echo Daylove's sentiments, like, please keep it together. Come on, I will echo that sentiment. Even though, although Tom Co's funny too. I love those two. Honestly, I love those two on screen together. They're like, seriously, I could watch another whole episode of those two together, and I would never be tired of it, because Tom and Marco are like hilarious together. They're awesome on screen. I absolutely just love it.
I think it was just hilarious how basically like, I broke up with Star. I'm so comfortable with that. You should go date her now.
Yeah, but also
even Tom gets it.
Even Tom, that's another thing that shows how much Tom has grown. Even he gets it now. So and also, like, okay, Eclipse's butterfly form, that was really cool. Don't be surprised if we start seeing that in tattoo form. I'll be like, I guarantee I'll go out in public and something, or maybe at a con or whatever, and I'll see somebody with that tattoo. Like, I knew it. But that was cool, like Eclipse's form and such. And somebody stop Mina. Seriously, somebody stop her. Really? Somebody got to freaking stop her. And good, and wow, what a twist at the end with Moon and such. And it's a great, unfortunately, it's a great cliffhanger, even though I hate cliffhangers. But they're unfortunately necessary now. And other than that, great 3 episodes, exciting all the way around. I can't wait for the next one, and I gotta go take a shower. So bye, guys.
Happy trails.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be to say goodbye.
And such. Yeah. I mean, I still say that, Marco and Star it was Shane joking, it was like needlessly delayed and put on hold, but in exchange for that, we did get a just about perfect character arc for Tom.
Yeah, like Tom is actually one of my favorite characters, like the way they developed him.
I mean, especially where they started out, just the obsessive ex who he didn't get it through his head. Like, I mean, holy heck, and he did, and he admits it. Like, they got the whole the wrong in that. But I mean, from that they drew one of the most complex, nuanced, and all in all, actually surprisingly likable characters.
Yeah, like he's almost like a Zuko.
And actually, I think Jenn's right about him and Tom too. Like from the very first episode where they made those two into frenemies, it's something about that has really worked.
Yeah, they're just too good together. It's like the angelic Marco and the demonic Tom. Both of them suddenly becoming bros, despite like their different backgrounds. It's just really great. I really gotta say, like Star Versus, like this is literally like top tier material, like pumping out like the woodworks, like they know it's the end, and they're doing everything they can to make it feel satisfying for like building up to like the big antagonist. And right now, I really do believe that for like the series to like end off with like the Magic Castle / Moon actually being like the big antagonist. It's like, what are we gonna do for like the end? Are we gonna have like a Moon redemption, or are we actually gonna be like Star gonna have to put her mom to pasture in a sense for justice to prevail, or like the mutants to go to Earth because like of realizing about the history lesson. So all those questions and more will probably be answered in the next react. And it's just really interesting to think about like what's gonna happen, what we're gonna do about this.
Mm. For me, like,
And
I think, let's say, did I finishing your thoughts, Carlos?
yeah, I
Gator?
finished.
I mean, on the whole, yeah, I do really like these 3 episodes. I mean, in fact, this, Star Versus, I mean, I swear, every animated show, like, I mean, I don't know if I've still, I mean, I've been accused of nostalgia, like, once, but it's kind of every animated show I've seen has, like, been a different arc of quality. Like, Gravity Falls, for example, I think started really strong and then just, like, gradually got, if it, like, slightly better across the runtime, already started, off across the, seasons, excuse me,
2 seasons.
already starting from a pretty high spot, and like Steven Universe, yeah, took a few episodes to get going, even though I think some of those early ones are better than people give them credit for, and then yeah, took off really high and like maybe some up and downs, but stayed really strong. And MLP, I thought, like, started off really good, fresh and new, and then it's been like an oscillating journey downward since then, like some better than other words, but generally going down. And then Star, yeah, I think is a first for me. It's like the bookend, like great bookends, like high and then tapering off a couple seasons and then ending high again.
So like a valley sort of look. It started high, got a little lower, then got back high again at the end.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like the bookends being the 2. That's new for me. But yeah, these episodes, I mean, said a lot. Love how they rounded out Star and Tom. I liked how they put Marco and Star together. Thought that was really cute. But yeah, staring at each other in the pig goat pen. Somebody start playing them that Closer song. But
I was thinking about like Christianity, like about the birth of Christ in there. Like why did it have to be like the pig pen?
I know it breaks your heart. Stayed here in Muni, got together with Tom and many months. What rhymes with pen? And it's been weird since then. And now we're sitting
Jenn?
here in a pig goat pen, and I can't stop. Yeah, but okay, and I thought actually the armor. I know Day Lover thought it was a little overpowered. I thought, despite the deciding it should allow, or deciding the armor should get the advantage of everyone doing the stupid split up thing, so of course they lose. In spite of that, I thought it was played pretty well. Like, okay, they throw everything they have at it and finally beat it, show how much that takes, and then hey, they have a whole giant army of them. Like,
yeah, that was a great moment. I was just like, oh yeah, all that work. That was just like a little random warm up. The big army.
That was a perfect way to play the totally screwed there. So, okay, I like that. I like that it, the whole journey there played out pretty well. Like, it didn't rush anything too bad. The twist with Queen Moon kind of makes me go, eh. Like, I mean, scale-wise, because we already knew Mina was the bad guy, and I think we were even saying since then, like, okay, so after all that, the payoff is just Mina, like the ultimate finale. So, okay, this is definitely more up to scale there. I feel like there is a needle's eye worth of space where this could fit and not feel like a cheat or a crowbarred grand finale arc, and I am skeptical of whether the final episode can thread that.
Final 2.
What?
We have 2 more episodes. One that's another split episode, and the final episode, which is a full 30-minute episode.
Yeah, final 2, so okay, that'll help a bit, but I mean, like,
wait, it's only 2 more episodes, not 3?
No, there's just 2. Well,
3 stories, 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, I seriously can't believe it. It's actually ending. My heart, all the feels. You're actually giving me feels, Joe. Like, seriously, give me more.
Which, I mean, like, thematically, it kind of fits since the very beginning of the show has been like Star getting ready to succeed her mom and like having the standoff with the differing philosophies and is she mature enough, but also is she Queen, is she versus Queen Moon, like who needs to change who there? And I mean, it's been, that has been simmering, but like we did the character arcs for Queen Moon there, and accepting that her daughter has grown up, and coming around to Star's way of thinking, and then I mean, I don't know, are they gonna be able to bring something back up that they've laid the groundwork for, like Queen Moon, like, and as much as I tried to go along with it, I was worried about this the whole time, and then one day I woke up and remembered this and said, I can't honestly be letting this happen, can I? And ta-da! Like, I don't know, I really am kind of skeptical of whether or not this cannot come off like a contrived point.
Well, I guess with that said, see y'all next week.
Yeah, for the finale to all of our stars with stars and eyes.